You already know, got a couple of co-casters actually looking to join me today for the first series. First one being Zlapt. How's it going, Zlapt?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to the match tonight. It's been 1.5 months now of playing the group stages, so
Yeah.
looking forward to wrap it up.
Exactly. It's been quite the run here, but yeah, going to be finishing up today again. Ultimately, $8,000 on the line here today, so definitely some good money. $2,000 for this matchup. And then most of the other money, of course, for the grand final. So as far as that's concerned, Flensmeister also happens to be popping in here. May give some insight here and there. Flensmeister, how's it going?
Doing really good. I'm actually looking forward to ending the first cycle here, so that's just great.
Yeah. That's going to be later today once again. But before we get to that matchup, obviously, where you guys are going to be playing, got to get a watching matchup here of third place. So, of course, you guys actually played Rexars yesterday, of course, and obviously winning the series 2-0. But what do you guys think of this Rexars team overall? I mean, third place finish, and here they are in a third place matchup here. Good chance to win over Reason. I mean, obviously, it should be just a great series. But what do you guys think of Rexars?
My opinion on them are that they have improved a lot. Like in the beginning of this cycle, I thought they were way easier to beat, but we actually lost to them last time. Not yesterday, but the time before that. Mm-hmm. I think they've been improving a lot during this cycle, and if they stick together, they might become even better.
Definitely agree there, and I mean, as you know, 4 of them are very unexperienced players who have never played competitive before, but they're kind of getting their knowledge / getting carried in terms of knowledge by Insania there, and then they bring in their own skills in terms of gameplay, and while they have the voice of Insania guiding them.
And that's definitely showing here. Anyways, we're obviously, we just even finished the draft, so let's quickly take a glance here. You look at the Legion side. That's Rexars over there. Empath, Rhapsody, Pharaoh, Doctor, Swiftblade, going up against a Bloodhunter, Torturer, Rally, Engineer, Wretched Hag on Reason Gaming. So, you know, you guys glance, you got these lineups here. I don't know if people are watching or not, but what do you guys think of these so far, Slapped?
Well, I see Reason pick up Bloodhunter a lot when they play against Dr. Repulsor, so that's no surprise coming out there. In terms of laning, I'm guessing they picked up... Wait, was Rally picked up before or after the Swiftblade? Because I was going to say that Reason has a habit lately of picking...
After.
Yeah, they like to counter-pick, so when they see people pick Swiftblade, they go with the Rally to compel away, obviously, yourself and teammates, and they like to pick Bloodhunter against Dr. Repulsor, which is, it's like they've changed their drafting a little bit, but obviously that's more of a Flens kind of thing, so I'm not sure if he agrees. The drafting, at least. What do you say, Flens?
I don't know. Reason is probably the only team that picks up Bloodhunter, and they usually do it when the other team has a core of either Doctor or Hag. And it just does wonders in laning phase, and if you get out of a laning phase pretty well, it can just keep on doing its job, locking down the core.
Yeah, it's annoying. I mean, that Blood Crazy, it's again 6 seconds on level 1, all the way up to 9 seconds of just complete lockdown and silence. So it seems like a very effective tool. So it's a game of counter picks is where you guys are getting at here for Reason Gaming. With that and the Rally on top of that. So now, I mean, kind of breaking down the lineups a little bit further, though, as far as the laning phase goes, neither team going a jungler in the end, so tri-lane potential definitely very possible. How do you expect these lanes to set up here?
Well, I mean, the good thing they have against the Swiftblade as well is the impalement from Torture. I mean, Hellborn can definitely win if they play it really safe, but I would still give the upper hand to Legion. Like one compel used, like there's so many potentials for kills on Legion with the wall and Swiftblade, and even though they have some kind of escape with the Rally and the impalement from Torture, I would still give the upper hand to Legion. And if it comes to it, then we have a Bloodhunter against Doctor, I'm guessing, and a Doctor against a Hag, and a Bloodhunter against Pharaoh, which in terms should be in favor for the Doctor and in favor of the Bloodhunter. Mm-hmm. So I would say that they have one lane each, if that's how they will ultimately lane, of course. And then the trial lane, I would give the upper hand to Legion, but I could still see Hellborn coming out on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It should be one lane, one for each team, and then one equal lane. So,
yep.
All right. Well,
we'll just wait and see.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be on paper. Will that actually happen? Obviously, that's up to the players to determine that. Looks like Rexars is good, but...
a lot of it comes down to experience as well, like with rotations and stuff. Because if one lane, I mean, if one team is on their way to losing the lane or lose the lane, they will be doing some rotations, and that's where experience comes in handy, of where and how they should rotate. Didn't we do that yesterday as well when we were down in game 1? We did, right? We moved.
No, that was game 2. We moved Flux to top. That's what you're thinking about.
Oh yeah, okay, that was game 2. Well, Mickey was doing, well, obviously feeding mid lane.
He was having not the best time.
Yeah.
Well, we were wondering about that. I mean, you guys put Mickey on Flux and Keizu on Magnus. We found that interesting, actually. Kind of different roles or different heroes almost for those players.
Well, isn't that the point? It's like having players that can play several heroes, and even the same hero sometimes not only opens up a surprise factor for the other team, but it also allows you to run different kinds of strategies. Because as I actually watched both the games yesterday, like rewatched them and heard the cast, and Hanskin was very right when it comes to the fact that Keizu is a very passive player compared to Mickey. Mickey loves going for them for the plays and going for the big things, while Keizu plays a little more passive and safe. So in that terms, you never really know what to expect if both of these players know to play the same hero, which is a good thing to have.
Yeah, no, of course. That was just fun to know yesterday. But obviously, even with that struggles for Mickey in that game too, of course, he still came out on top and won the series in the end. That's what matters.
Definitely.
So.
I mean, we moved him to top lane, and then he just became the regular Mickey again. Like, so as long as you just swap it up and rotates, we don't leave him mid, obviously, because he couldn't really do anything about it. He had vision several times, but it was hard for him to do anything about it. So just some rotation there. Was, like I said, this game is probably going to come down to rotations, but by the looks of it, they're not even going trialing on the Legion here.
Very interesting. I mean, so what is the setting up to be? Is there Dr. Rhapsody middle? Look at they're looking to run here. I mean, Zane placing a very aggressive Ward of Sight initially in the middle lane here, or more so Vision on the Legion side. But, yeah, what do you guys take of this decision? I mean, Rhapsody basically playing a babysit for mid, or is he going to roam? I mean, going to come mid here.
I think this is a good decision, because now they're going to end up winning 2 lanes instead of 1, and then the other one depends on the gameplay. So now they have 2 1 lanes.
Yeah.
I think that's a good rotation.
So, a response from Reason. What do you okay, well, we already see it happening. Bloodhunter's going to right away go top. And I assume Rally is eventually... Okay, Engineer's coming mid right here. I assume Rally's eventually going to make his way mid.
Definitely.
In the end. And then it's game of rotations, as you're kind of just talking about. So no surprise to see that here.
Actually, I haven't seen... Oh, kill top, possibly here.
Pharaoh, there's the Compel. In comes CMPM. A lot of damage going to be happening, of course. He did go the Hellfire level 1. No Mummy Walls here, but some mini stuns coming out, and it looks like that is going to be enough for Green Rexar to survive there. So 3-man gank unsuccessful in the end. At the top lane. Here comes Rally. Middle, looks like. Okay.
What do we have here, then? We have a Bloodhunter, Torture top versus a Pharaoh. Pharaoh won't get any experience at all compared to the Hag that will get a little bit. And the mid lane, I haven't really seen a Doctor dual lane ever. I don't know. It feels like the Hellborn lane is stronger. What do you say, Flens? I don't know. Rally NG.
It should be, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I mean, that's kind of the negative side, I guess, if anything. How you said that you're setting up to win 2 lanes, and Justice haven't made though, but at the same time, you are nerfing some experience from Dr. Repulsor. Having that babysit there, of course. So, is that something worthy of being like, okay, where this isn't the best decision, or is that still not the biggest deal?
It's not a big deal at all, in my opinion, because Doctor scales with farm as well as levels. So, like, you can take some away from the other and then put it into the other, and it's just fine. It's not a big deal.
All right.
Yeah, but looking at the mindset of the mid lane, like Legion is already farming the Issa camp with the Doctor Repulsor, leaving mid being a little bit scared of it.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they don't really expect to win this themselves.
Oh yeah, I mean, strong double stun here. Obviously, Doctor doesn't have his getaway tool until level 6, so definitely be susceptible to a kill, and looks like they're feeling that idea at least.
Yeah, but otherwise, it would have been fine if he went for the triple stack easy camp, but he went already as a double stack, and he already had his bottles, so there wasn't really a point to do it unless he was afraid of being mid lane.
True. We're going to take a little bit of pressure here, but... No,
I don't like what Torture is doing top at all, though. Torture's been pulling, yeah, good boy, but at the same time, they're actually giving experience to Pharaoh, and he fucked up the lane control.
Yeah.
You got double Archer on the Hellborn side now. If he just kept Pharaoh, like if he just stayed in the lane, he could have kept Pharaoh level 1 for about the first 5 minutes of the game. So definitely wrong decision making there from St. Trux.
Yeah, he still has 0 creep kills, but yeah, at least getting level 2 here, and definitely going to be level 3 after all this. As a result of that push coming in. So kind of going to what you're talking about there. Wretched bottom lane. Empath going to really box her out right here using that Essence Link of hers. Very powerful tool, of course. And pushing her all the way back to the tower. Very interesting looking at this creep farm on either side. Especially, look at Swiftblade, man. He is just dominating that bottom lane, 20-6. Not a surprise, but free farming down the middle lane? No. Can't get there in time. Mortisite spots that incoming, of course. So already having Ghost Marchers, though, on Swiftblade. Bloodhunter not nearly as close to... I mean, wow. Swiftblade is really ahead of this Bloodhunter. And they've been very similar setups, but obviously Bloodhunter did have the initial middle and late rotation.
He only missed 4 creeps. Yeah. He missed 4 creeps on his rotation. The other is just like Pharaoh using his rocket wisely and ruining last hits. It's really just the fact that Torture decided to pull instead of giving the Hunter a farm, like a safe lane. And it's a very good ward there from St. Trux, though. Counterwarding the ward top as soon as he realized they had a lane ward there.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that's a very good early ward from Rhapsody, placing it there because he knows the rotations will be coming, and then like right after it gets countered. So good response there from St. Trux.
Definitely some good insight on their part and able to keep track of that. So you see again this Mortisite that was placed by the same from the beginning, about to be wearing off here, but again giving us some good vision and. Just in case somebody's maybe sneaking up to go for a gank on the Legion side, perhaps that Empath, but obviously hasn't been happening just yet. Instead, she's going to do a pull right here once again, trying to get that lane positioning back for Swiftblade, as it has been pushed up. I mean, Wretched Hag is level 5, so you kind of compare those levels. Hag is actually even slightly ahead of the Pharaoh at the bottom lane, so both Suicides actually managing decent here.
I think Hag is doing a bit too good bottom, actually. I think Empath should be able to box him out better than he has.
Wow, he has 16 last hits.
Yeah.
Well, if not boxing out, at least stop him from getting 16 last hits. I didn't realize that. It's a lot.
Zane's been doing work. Oh, top lane. Now we're going to see if Bloodlust kill signs comes out. In comes the Hemorrhage. Pharaoh cannot do anything about it. He has to TP, but no. Chain reactions happen, and eventually he will fall. So, yeah, he did not have much of a choice right there. I mean, Torture is saving the stun for that situation, too. And easily picks up Bloodlust.
That's a pretty big deal because he doesn't have ulti yet, and he used TP just before he died. So he has to walk back top and get level 6 because he can't really gank anywhere without the ulti. So that's actually a big deal.
That was a greedy port. I'm not sure why he ported there. Did he use the stun earlier? He didn't, right?
No. I mean, Torture was waiting for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was almost as if he hoped that he would forget. But that wasn't going to happen, so... Yeah, he's going to walk back up.
We'd like to see St. Trux place on lane ward for top here. Nighttime's going to be up in 1 minute. And especially, like Flynn said, with the level 6 Pharaoh and level 6 Doctor, you can definitely get some easy kills on top lane. So he needs a lane ward there within a minute. Because Doctor is not mid that often. As we talked about earlier, they are definitely afraid of being mid lane. They're farming jungle instead a little bit and running around.
Oh, geez. Yeah, this middle lane right here. The wall in the bottom lane, by the way, by Hag is more than fine. She already blinked away and got the distance. They're trying to pick up this Courier, I think, but yeah, you see the Courier spots them, and now actually Torture might be in a little bit of trouble. Dr. Repulsor running over the haste rune right here. He's going to ulti. He misses the Compel. Good use of the ulti right there coming out from Lilirexar just at the last second, but in the end, no harm, no foul there. No one takes any damage, so... Or very little, at least. The supports, though, I mean, they're still hanging around this middle lane. Really keeping Dr. Repulsor on his toes. But I assume Rally's been doing great. Yeah, 41-9, pretty good. Bottom lane, Zane goes down, though. So
Pharaoh steps up. Nope.
Maybe not.
Just kidding.
This time he TPs at a correct time. And it works, so. Good response on the kill.
You can see there that Bloodhunter jumped in front of Swiftblade only because of the first blood. Other than that, Swiftblade was doing way, way better. He was like 100 GPM above. It's very unfortunate that they got that kill right there. There's still no lane ward for Hellborn in the top lane. I really want to see that ASAP.
Pharaoh's not level 6 just yet, but he's got to be damn close. Seems like he's been 5 for a little bit here. So as soon as he hits that mark, though, again, expect a possible Wrath of the Pharaoh, of course, to be coming out. So Swiftblade here, 1,700 gold saved up. So now we're starting to get to that point of what would you guys expect to see as far as item build goes on a Swiftblade here?
I would say Energizer.
Yeah, I personally hate Cleaver, so if he goes for that, I will slap him. No, but it's going to be an Energizer probably. Energizer into power supply, I guess.
Yeah.
And what's Purple Rexar? Oh, right. I know what Imba Boy builds, but I'm not sure what Purple Rexar usually builds.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be Energizer into Abyssal.
Yeah, I can see that now, yeah.
Firebrand.
Trinket of Restoration.
Top root. Torture is going to get bursted down there. In the meantime, Engineer, though, and Rally, they're looking for some turn. The Seismic Slam on 2. Empath goes down. So does Rhapsody. So 2 supports for 1. And there's Dr. Pulsar killed as well as a Bat Blast comes flying in. So a 3-for-1 exchange. Well in favor of Reason in the end, of course. They all collapse. Pick up the kill.
Launcher Silence doing work.
Yeah. Oh, that was on Doctor, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
That's the power.
Funnily enough, Launcher Silence is only good against Swiftfoot as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really good pick against both of those heroes in their team. Because like both of these heroes kind of like Swiftfoot needs to use the spin, Doctor needs to be able to run away or like run around in a team fight. It kind of nullifies both of them. I would like to see Swiftblade eventually go for a Nullfire Blade, although I don't think it's going to happen. Because Flynn said you thought he was going to go Frostburn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would rather have him go for a tanky item into a Nullfire to at least purge the silence off of himself or the Doctor Repulsor. Because there's no other hero on the Legion team that can possibly remove the the silence.
Mm-hmm.
And Nullfire is not a bad item on Swiftblade at all.
Yeah.
But it will leave him, like I said, a little bit open to burst damage because he won't have a lot of life, which Frostburn will give him.
Yeah.
But I would still like him to pick up the Nullfire Blade and rely on his team a little bit.
Now we'll see if he makes that decision or not. Wretched Ag's going to try to blink away right. No, she got stunned, though, as she went for the TP. And in come the Swift Slashes as soon as the wall gives vision. So Hag trying to make the escape right there. But obviously the TP, using that as the Essence Link was still on him, that was a dangerous move and proved to backfire.
Lane War top now is really well placed, as I said. You should have put it a little earlier, but it's good now, and Pharaoh should die.
Yeah, right as you say that, in comes the hemorrhage in the silence. They're going to come from behind. Engineer the keg. Can it get in time? Yes, it can. It goes off. That had to be just a half a second at most. But Pharaoh does die yet again. So these suicides on either side are starting to continuing to have difficult times even. The game picks up here. So it's a game of just competition between Swiftblade and Bloodhunter. But then you definitely look at the next tier line. Rally's also doing very well compared to Doctor, not so much. So definitely give the favor to Reason Gaming here early on. Bloodhunter, same kind of story. You think Energizer as well on him to follow here?
He can pretty much go whatever he wants. He can go Firebrand. He can go Shrunken. I believe he's gonna go for Firebrand into Shrunken, but I'm not sure. He can go for pretty much anything.
Mock of Brilliance?
No, not that item.
Not that
No.
item. All right.
No.
A little too much of a stretch. I mean, he's farming very well here. But again, so is Swiftblade. Swiftblade even jumping up even after that tower kill. 480 gold per minute now. Jeez.
Lane War top will spot him. Hunter is fine.
Yep. That's what you're talking about.
Saw Doctor porting.
Oh, he has a regen route too. OP. Talk about that, but we'll see if they maybe pick up on this. Maybe get a counter work bottom lane. Swiftblade is going to be fine. He is hemorrhage, but he obviously has an extra tool to assist him to get away. With the spin right there. Dr. Pulsar going to find Rally in the meantime. Again, the regen rune is actually still up right here. It's not taking off just yet. He's going to keep flying around. Finally taking off right here. Rally, he looks like he's going to be fine, though. As the Kegson connects on a Dr. Pulsar. Seismic Slam also hits. He's in the energy field. Here comes the Wrath of the Pharaoh, though. And down goes Engineer, but they take out Dr. Pulsar in the process. Well in favor once again of Reezy Gaming, especially all the resources that were used. But Rexar's coming out, so... Just took a little too much time, and Rally just too tanky / too slippery, I guess, with that compel. Couldn't keep him locked down long enough.
Not really sure what they were thinking there. Rally had way too much life, and they didn't have enough mana on Doctor. There wasn't really any way they could possibly kill him.
Yeah. And now he has a portal key, most likely.
Well, I'm not sure that they will know that. But yeah, they definitely should be thinking that he should have a portal key soon, especially after failing to gank mid now.
Yeah.
Where did he go? He went back mids.
Yep, he's just going to continue to farm, so he's going to show it.
I really don't like that.
You know... Go ahead.
I feel like every time if you pick up a blink, you should always try like around this mark of time, the other team will always be thinking he should pick up a portal key soon, and everyone in that team will be like scared and thinking, oh shit, I gotta be careful. Rally's missing. He might have a blink. But now he just went straight up mid with the blink, not getting a kill off of the first blink, and as well as showing them. I don't really like that Proboss did that. I'm not sure. Yeah.
You know, oh, actually, they're collapsing middle right here. They want this kill, man. They want Rally dead, but I don't know. I mean, we saw what happened last time backfired, so a little hesitant, if anything. You see Pharaoh, he does have his Wrath of the Pharaoh, but of course Compel makes it very tricky here, especially with that portal key as well. So, yeah, going to be fine, it looks like. Going back to that point, though, you know, being pro-busk after all. On the cast yesterday, you guys versus Reason came in. Again, it was either Hanskin or St. Rocks, but they brought this up. Pro-busk is kind of that almost, you can tell he does a very similar thing every game in that middle lane. He sticks in the middle lane for a long time, and he just loves to go to that middle lane, farm it up, farm it up, farm it up, and then eventually, you know, starts moving around and setting up those kills. And that's kind of what we see here, exactly the point you're making. Gets the portal key, ports right back mid, and just continues to farm there. So, I find that interesting how that's kind of relating here.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's they're pointing out, and yeah, we see it here as well. So, by the way, though, item progression here, Swiftblade does get the Firebrand, so it doesn't look like a no fire is going to be coming out, at least anytime soon. Just going to keep to the usual build here, as does Bloodhunter for that matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see him picking up an Energizer on Hellborn. I don't feel like he does he usually pick up Energizer Flens on Bloodhunter? I don't think he does, right?
I don't think he does either, no.
No, I don't think he does at all. Yeah, I don't think he's a fan of it. He likes going Rift Shards for some reason, like mid-game.
Yeah.
After the Shrunken Head. He usually, like, Firebrand and Shrunken, like Flynn said. Oh.
Yeah, they want to get this kill, and it looks like they're finally going to come through. Rally goes down, but at what cost here? Doctor Repulsor is going to go for the TP. Hemorrhages up, but the chain reactions come out, and down he falls again. And Path in the meantime gets the ulti off at the last second. He was trying to get him range, and sure enough, he did. But now Purple Rex are in a lot of trouble. He doesn't spin the whole time, but the protective melody. He has Swift Slashes. He's still locked down. Swift Slashes are finally going out for him. Oh, bounces on a Wretched Hag, and down she goes. A little bit of Honka luck right there, but it pays off in the end. Pharaoh, though, in the meantime, Lemmy Walls go up. Unfortunately, now he is left behind. And Green Rexar looks like he is going to fall most likely. Yes, Bloodhunter going to get credit for the kill right there. And that should be the end of that unless Probus goes YOLO right here. Yes, no, he's not going to, so.
That was an insanely huge misplay from Swiftblade. Not using Swift Slashes or Spin for about 4 seconds, literally just standing there. And then Rhapsody.
He was stunned or something.
He was silenced by Bloodhunter.
Yeah.
No, but before that, like just before Rhapsody ulted, he was not blind for silence, was he?
I don't. Okay.
Yeah, he was.
He was?
Okay.
Never mind. And I was like, what are you doing?
So it was actually more of a big play by Imbaboy, silencing him right there, because I believe he would have done a lot of damage.
Definitely. I thought he was stupid, but it was blind to silence. Okay.
Come on, Slapped. Give him the benefit of the doubt here. No.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, I did notice that he was sensitive. I didn't know if that happened earlier, but yeah, so it sounds like it might have. And that makes sense then, definitely. But
huge ult Rhapsody, though, saving the day there.
Yeah, that's what she does. You know, we were actually bringing up the stat yesterday. Quincy's been gathering stats throughout the season, especially, and a big shout-out to him once again. But very interesting stat. Rhapsody was actually the second most played hero behind Torture in this Carnage Academy Pro League, but had the highest win percentage by quite a bit. She was 73 win percentage. 73%. Rhapsody. Torture, the most played hero, was only 48% win percentage. So clearly she's not only picked a lot, but obviously for very good reason. Unlike Torture, where the facts don't really relate to that. So.
How many bans did she have during the?
I don't know off the top of my head.
He didn't have that.
He might have, but I would have to look that up, and I didn't remember that necessarily. But
that's fine. I'm not surprised. It's a very, very strong hero.
Yeah.
I kind of want to relate to what Insania said yesterday. He said that whenever Rhapsody is picked, it's almost always Rhapsody against a Torture, and that's why Torture has a bad win percent.
Yeah.
So I think what he said yesterday is really true.
That's true, yeah. He did bring up that point. That's a good point. Very possible has to do with that as well. But yeah, no, I definitely found that was one of the more intriguing stats that I saw that he was passing along, or they passed along. So. 2,400 gold right now, saved up on Swiftblade right here, so obviously his next tier. I mean, Purple Rexar is farming, continue to farm like a madman here. 470 gold per minute and counting. So we'll see that from most likely.
I think this is going to be a Geobane, actually.
Is it going to be Geobane? Yeah.
to dispel silence and.
In that case, I agree with Adam Bill. But if he goes Frostburn, no. Like he needs a Nullfire or a Geo. I've completely forgot Geo. That's a good point. If he buys that, that's a good choice. But he just not Frostburn. If he's not going to dispel the silence off of Doctor or himself, then at least get it for himself, like with the Geobane. I still think he should have gone a Nullfire because he can push it from himself or from Doctor. Because Doctor is 100% killed. If you silence the Doctor Repulsor, he's useless the entire fight.
Yeah.
So I would have liked to see the Nullfire, but if he gets Geo for himself, that's a very good choice as well.
Now, I will say, obviously, Doctor, he is going for the first item, Shrunken Head. That's actually bottom lane Swiftblade. Able to take out Wretched Hag, gets the Swift Slashes off, kind of caught that halfway through, but obviously got in trouble. Middle lane, Doctor pulls her hemorrhages up, but again, this is one of those cases of, oh no, I have hemorrhage, I can't move. Wait a second, you still can move. You just have to know if it makes sense or not. Clearly there it did, so he does a good job of getting away. And is going to be fine at the end, so big kill at the bottom lane. Now they're all grouped on middle right here, in fact. They're going to be pushing it in, but I was going to say Dr. Pulsar is going for that Shrunken Head, so again, that's going to be a great tool against the silence, of course, as you could definitely use it even though the silence is on you, obviously, so to cleanse it off.
Yeah, look at the Courier.
What's that? Courier.
Yeah.
Oh, he is going Frostburn, yeah.
So now he has no defensive item for himself or his teammate. I just don't agree with it at all, and I think that could actually be a downfall in a nearby team fight. But we'll see if I'm right. I'm not sure. Funs, what do you say?
I would have liked to see him pick up Geobane instead, but if he does go this build, he has to get a Shrunken now, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, there is the idea too that the spin, if I'm not, does the spin remove the silence? Oh wait, you can't. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot.
No.
I'm sitting here trying to think next level, and I thought 2 next level. I didn't think of the basic.
Definitely.
You can't spin if you're silenced. Oh, that's another one of those derps. Anyways, oh, Dr. Repulsor. Yeah, he's dead, but Feral trying to make a response right here. Comes back to Feral. The Mummy Walls are down, but Energy Field doing a lot of work right here. They're going to lock down Wretched Hag. Not enough for the kill, though. The Invis comes out, going to be fine. Feral left behind, and he will go down as well. A 3-for-1 exchange right here. Wretched Hag does manage to fall, but again, now Empath is going to be picked off, it looks like. Definitely, yeah, Bloodhunter finishes him off. Swiftblade, well, he was farming the bottom lane.
Bloodhunter actually didn't have a port during that entire time because he ported bottom.
Yep.
And I must say that ward from Adro was what won them the fight. First of all, they found the Doctor immediately, so a very good ward. It picks him off, and then I'm not sure if they saw Swiftblade port bottom. They didn't, right?
I don't know if they did.
No, they didn't. They don't have any vision. Yeah, I don't know. Swiftblade needs to pay more attention. That he definitely cannot port bottom at that time.
I got a comment though. I actually felt it yesterday when we played him, and I believe I heard Insania talk about it too. They're miscommunication heavily, because I don't know whose fault it is, if it's Swiftblade's fault or Insania's fault, the captain, but they need to make sure that they do not pick a fighter get engaged on when he doesn't have a TP up.
Yeah. Well, also,
that cannot happen.
Did he TP to farm? Because if that's the case, too,
Yes.
that's another thing that there is some criticism about. You should never really TP to farm. You should always have that to respond.
Not 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
So yeah, it could be. It is technical, a little bit of the captain's fault taking a fight with Swiftblade not having a port, but at the same time, Swiftblade should never have ported in the first place.
Yeah.
Not for bottom farming, at least. Oh, initiation on NG.
Yeah, he's going to get caught out here. He has team support coming, not in time though, but the silence goes off a Doctor. Bat Blast comes out. And again, he just falls, so a 1-point exchange not in their favor. However, Bloodhunter now gets the haste rune, did he? Yes, he did. He's the one that picked it up. Wretched Hag, though, was left behind, ended up falling right there. So at least Bloodhunter does survive. But, you know, both teams losing a pretty important hero one another in the end. So, but a slightly number advantage, though, for the Legion team. Obviously 2-1. So the lead still continues. Dawnbringer, though, finishing full now for Purple Rexar playing the Swiftblade. And he's actually running in the wall. Oh, the miscommunication, though. I mean, he was still going, but Raleigh was there anyway, so probably wouldn't matter. But okay, so he has the full Dawnbringer now. We'll see what he obviously goes for next year. In this case, could you just see him following this up now with just a straight up Shrunken Head, or do you still would you want to see him split it up now and still get that Geometer's Bane or get the Nullifier still?
Going the Light Brand, he kind of ruined the fact that like splitting it to go into Geometer's Bane. So I don't think he's going to be doing that whatsoever. I think he's going to do what Flem's wanted him to do: get a Shrunken into I don't know. I have no idea. I don't agree with his item choices at all. That's all I can really say. So, but if he doesn't get a Shrunken next, I really don't know what he's thinking. He needs to get that.
Yeah, for sure. He needs to get a Shrunken. And what he chooses to go after, it can be almost whatever. It can be a Shroud into Genjuro. It can be a Wing Bow. He can get a Basher. He can even get Savage.
Yeah.
So he can pretty much go whatever, but he needs a Shrunken now, that's for sure.
Wouldn't the Wing Bow be pretty good this game? That's like an end game item.
If he has a Shrunken, it would be even better, yeah.
Yeah, I think Shrunken into Wing Bow would be fine.
Yeah, that evasion and return damage even. Obviously very
powerful. Especially against Hellborn's heroes. I think that would be pretty good. And yeah, Imboboy did the exact build that we expected. Let's see if he goes what he usually does against us then, to the Rift Shards next. He doesn't finish the Geobane, he gets the Rift Shards after these items.
Does he really? Okay.
Yeah, he does. I'm not sure like what his thought process is behind it, but it's pretty it's worked out. Like we've lost to it a few times in scrims.
Huh.
But
yeah, doesn't seem like a hero that's like crit reliant, but yeah, that is very interesting. Middle lane. All right, you see Rally setting up in vulnerability. I'm guessing there we go at the last second possible. Swiftplay though, he gets the spin off just in time. He should be fine. Yeah, the TP's coming in, but obviously they just deny the tower, and that basically is it. So a lot of resources used to get there, but at least they denied. They did take out the bottom tower as well. Did a reason. Do you think they overcommitted right there? I mean, was that necessary in the end to defend like they did? Probably necessary.
Yeah. I don't think they would have to drop the tower though. Like, They don't really have any teamfight oriented items. Like, Doctor doesn't have the Shrunken yet either. So I definitely think that Hellborn could have taken a fight right there, especially because they know they're in the lead. So I think Busk should have went in first and then come the TPs after.
Yeah.
Or it seemed like they didn't really have like the mindset if are we going to defend this or are we not going to defend this. And in the end, they decided to do it, and the tower was dropped, and they just wasted a bunch of ports.
Doctor Repulsor, go ahead.
No, I was going to say triple Ancients on Hellborn. They've been doing that quite a lot, I think, unless that was Legion. I think it's pretty much Hellborn.
Yeah, and even the jungle too. They just cleaned up some triple stacks in the jungle, so.
Yeah.
Making sure of that. Yeah, you see Torture here. St. Rock's a secondary support. He's getting some good farm out. He's actually already got Steam Boots, a Tablet of Command. He's definitely seems like he's farming pretty well here. 220 gold per minute, not too shabby. Yeah, those GPM charts very interesting because again, Swiftblade's still remaining the top farmer, 500 plus gold per minute now, but really drops off after him compared to the Hellborn side especially. Again, Dr. Post though, he just needs that one big priority item here in that Shrunken Head. Bottom lane in the meantime, Swiftblade, he has to dodge that Kex, and he does. He's trying to run this out with the Hammer Edge. Can he get away? No, he cannot. It just wasn't to be, so. No, he cannot spin when he's silenced right there. So, yeah, he does go down to the end. Rally in the meantime at the middle lane, really. He's trying to get away with a Compel, but he gets collapsed on by 4 different heroes. But still, that 1-for-1 exchange in favor of Region, you could definitely say, in the big picture there.
I would really like to see Hellborn just group up and take the remaining towers, because as I said, Legion can't really fight him whatsoever. That Hag, maybe? Yep.
Yeah, she's dead.
Because, like, Legion can't really fight him until they get the Shrunken Head on Swiftblade and Doctor, because, like, Launcher's going to take 1 out of their 2 core heroes out of the fight. Like, just straight up. So I really think the Hellborn should just take the outer towers and take control over the opposition's jungle, possibly getting a Congress soon. Because I don't feel like there's anything Legion can do about it. I'm not sure if you agree, Flens, but that's at least what I'm seeing right now. Doctor is picking up his Shrunken Head now, so that's good for him.
Yeah, I agree that, I mean, at the same time, Hellborn can just keep on doing what they're doing. If you look at a map, they have almost complete map control. They picked up Swiftblade bottom because Legion almost has no ward, so they can actually keep on starving them like they are right now. But they can also group up, so it's up to them.
Yeah.
But what I would like Legion to do is pick up an eye, because they need to take control of their jungle.
Yeah, Paladin was stressed yesterday quite a lot on the cast that we were doing. No bound at either side.
I pick up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not happening yet, though, so we'll see when that comes about.
I mean, having an eye when you're in an advantage is always extremely good, but having it at a disadvantage is even better, because being at a disadvantage, an eye can allow you to recover into the game, while being in an advantage just keeps up the advantage. But to get back into the game, you kind of need an eye.
Yeah. You see there's that bound eye, and sure enough, coming into play right there. Quick counter ward with it, and very effective start use of it. So apparently we were getting some clarification on what happened earlier. A lot of people in chat are bringing up that Swift played that whole situation earlier. He did try to TP middle and then canceled it for some reason. Whether that was a mistake or on purpose, I don't know. And but obviously they saw something that we didn't. So, but just to clarify on that, I guess.
Did it happen this game too?
That's what they were saying. The whole Swift play, we were talking about how he ported bottom to farm, and apparently he was porting mid.
Okay, well.
There you go. Anyways, 29 more 100 gold saved up on Swift play. So again, speaking of him, Shrunken Head, still the idea at least. We'll see if he comes through with that or not. Still sitting with that Iron Buckler. I mean,
and Blonter didn't go Rift Shards. He went Dancing Blade and pulling 2k gold.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, well, is it a Ginger or Wingbow ones?
I'm pretty sure this is going to be a Wingbow because they kind of lack physical damage on Legion, or like Swiftblade is their only physical damage, and he has the Shrunken to neglect all the magical damage, so a Wingbow would actually be really good for him now.
Oh no, Swiftblade waited too long right there. He's in a lot of trouble. Protectability though at the last second. The sides is still up. It's going to be wearing off here shortly. The protectability barely saving him just enough. Blood Hunter is still nearby. He's still silenced though. The silence goes off again. He has to run. But in the meantime, Blood Hunter does get picked up by his team support. Dr. Pulsar out of mana now. He puts a slow though on a Torture initially. Rhapsody trying to get a range for the staccato stuns. Not going to happen though, but holy crap. Blood Hunter, the silence is on Swiftblade lasting that whole fight, but somehow his team still managed to do enough work right there.
Yeah, Swiftblade is getting utterly carried by Rhapsody. That's the second time fucking up this team fight right here.
This guy...
Yeah, I'm not sure what
This
he's doing.
guy is a freaking god on Rhapsody. Whenever I see him play, he does like top one play with Rhapsody ultis every game. At least 5 of them.
Yeah.
He is really good at ulting with Rhapsody, that's for sure.
Good old
totally agree.
Red Rexar here. Their main support, of course, for Rexars. I was actually going to check on that. I think Rhapsody might be his most played, but...
I think Purple Rexar needs to step up his game, though. And again, there, what I said, he does not have a Shrunken. Oh, my God. He does not have a Geo or a Shrunken, and now he decides to go to Dancing Blade. So either the Legion team has to go all out on Bloodhunter with the other heroes to allow Swiftblade to do something in the fights, or he has to stop getting carried by Rhapsody and do something himself. It's a little bit sad to see because there's so many opportunities for him to do things, but he keeps getting shut down by Bloodhunter.
Yeah. I really don't agree with him going for a Wingbow because the issue is not the physical damage, the issue is the magic damage.
Yeah.
And if he gets silenced, he's just gonna die to the magic damage. So he needs to like get that out of the way.
Seems like that would be of obvious. I mean, these last couple of fights have got to be so frustrating for him, yet still staying away from that idea of removing the silence. So Bloodhunter, I'm sure he's going to see that and just be like, all right, thank you. He's just going to keep applying that silence. And
I do, however, think that the Legion team has a better late game, so I would say that the longer this game goes on, I think that Legion's going to be ahead, especially with the Empath there, with the Swiftblade Empath and Dr. Repulsor. I'm not sure if that's correct, but it kind of feels that way at least, because it still feels like Hellborn are not doing enough damage in the team fights. I'm not sure.
Well, speaking of that, they have
most of it is coming from Rhapsody saving their asses.
Yeah. It seems like the way the fights have been going.
It's a little bit hard to say.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what did you say, Flens, if he actually picks up a Shrunken Head on Swiftblade so he no longer gets shut down by Bloodhunter.
I mean, Legion has better late game for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So they just need to prolong the game, and doing so is not going Wingbow on Swift. It's actually buying a Shrunken, so you don't die or can do anything in team fights. So, I don't know, he just needs to get a Shrunken, and they might actually win fights.
At this rate, I mean, if it continues to go on like you're talking about, if it gets a Wingbow, then after that, you know, maybe that'll be the Shrunken Head pickup, but... I mean, he's going to be hitting really hard. He's taking these silences. Obviously, they amp your damage as well. So, in that sense, the more damage, he's going to be critting hard when he gets in range to hit them. But
the last 2 fights, he hasn't even gotten his ultimate off. That's the problem.
He's having trouble with that part. Wingbow just finished on Bloodhunter, though, in the meantime. A couple of interesting item pickups here all throughout the other heroes. I mean, you got Rally. He just finished a Staff of the Master, actually. So, we've been seeing that here more and more. The Rally Staff.
So good. I hope you've seen my Wrecking Ball video, Ricky.
I have not. I heard about it, though, but I honestly haven't watched it. No.
Well, it's basically me, like, applying for American Idol, and playing Rally at the same time. So but you should definitely watch it.
I'll make a note of that.
That shows how good Staff is in Rally.
Yeah,
it really is.
It's godlike.
It's godlike. It's an amazing item in Rally. It's the to-go like these items Pro Boss cast right now is basically what you do every game. Staff is just so good on him.
He basically becomes global with the set.
I don't know about that, but it's close at least, yeah. You see, they're pretty confident in making a move right here. They're going to group up and push this middle lane. Obviously, Legion team still finishing up a couple of bigger items, so this is a decent time, I guess, but they're not going to fully commit. Of course, there's still Kongor to think about. What do you think? Try to go for a Kongor attempt here, or keep farming, or what?
They should definitely go for Kongor. They should. They lost the eye, which I didn't really notice, but they should get another eye, counterward around Kong, and push up the lanes, and then after they have counterwarded, take Kong, because it should be pretty safe to do it.
All right, you see in the area at least. Okay, Shrunken Head just finished on Wretched Hag, by the way. She's obviously not really had the best game as far as farm goes. 1-7-2 will make for that. So Zane doing the best that he can, but again, has a Shrunken Head, so able to stay strong in these fights, and that's the idea.
Well, he's really just a walking ultimate at the moment. He really doesn't do much, because he doesn't have enough physical damage to do anything to the Legion heroes, especially with the heals. Stunts they have, and if Swiftblade picks up his wing bow, it really is only going to be a walking ultimate. Which is the problem here, because on Legion they have 3 heroes doing it, well actually 4 considering Empath being inside and boosting Swiftblade, but basically it's only 2 heroes in Hellborn being Bloodhunter and Rally, and then, well, Hag being a walking ultimate.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's the difference there. Hopefully we'll get to see a really good energy field as well. Haven't really seen much of that.
Definitely an opportunity perhaps coming up here at the bottom lane. Again, pushing it in. See the secondary tower. You see Rexar is going to do a little bit of counter push. They're still taking on the first tower top. Finally get it down right there. But 35 minutes in, a lot later than you'd want, I'm sure. But what's done is done now. Bottom secondary, though, goes down very quickly. And they're going to go right to the base here. So this is, again, where Rexar is going to have to make a decision. And pretty quickly here. As this tower is going to start falling, of course. So Bloodhunter with that wing bow in the Shrunken Head combo. Okay, here we go with the portbacks. Couple still pushing that top lane. In fact, Empath and Swiftblade are both up there. There's the TP back there from Swiftblade. I'm guessing Empath jumping inside, yeah.
Oh, I would like to see Pharaoh go in there.
Yep.
I feel like they could have won the fight by chasing them after.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Chose not to. So they saved the tower in the end, but yeah, perhaps missing on an opportunity. I mean, it's tough though, because at the same time, obviously, again, they're still just so close to getting their next tier items. In fact, there you go. Wingbow just picked up by Swiftblade. And Hellflower in the works here for Dr. Repulsor. What do you think of the Hellflower pickup? Makes sense here? I mean, it is Doctor after all.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
what he needed was actually physical damage, and Hellflower provides a lot of that, as well as the lockdown, so it was the best pickup, sure.
Puzzle Box has been on Pharaoh for a little bit. I don't know if we brought that up or not, but level 2. Soon to be level
I would like
3.
to see him pick up a Barbed after the puzzle free.
Yeah.
I really like Barbed against Bloodhunter as well, because of the fact that, well, if he kills you, obviously he heals to full life, and if you have him in your mummies, he can't really hit you back. But yeah, puzzle free, really good. I haven't really seen him use it for counterwarding a single time this game though, which I don't really like. I'm sure you've seen when we play Pharaoh Tundra on the same team.
Yeah.
Or just generally Tundra, how we counterward with the bird and puzzle box. Is really good, and same thing goes with Pharaoh puzzle box. You can use the rocket for counterwarding if you're from afar. Like you can send your puzzle box, go back to base if you want to, and still counterward with your rocket. So I would like to see a little bit more counterwarding coming out from Pharaoh.
Yeah. Kongor, I mean, they know it's happening. They've already scouted a couple times with the Tormented Soul, but here we go. They jump in right here. Mummy Wall catches a couple right there. Switch Slash is going out. Down goes Engineer. Down goes Torch. The support star taking out Seismic Sam. No response. Stop protect them out at the last second once again to save Dr. Pulsar initially. He does fall shortly after though, but now Swiftblade, he's still up and fighting. He is not silenced currently. He's putting an auto attacks on the Bloodhunter. He does get compelled though, and now Purple Rex are in some trouble. He doesn't have a spin for 9 more seconds. He's going to auto attack down Wretched Hag. Then the Rhapsody stuns, making the big plays, gets that kill. Rhapsody somehow still alive. Disco Inferno healing up just enough. Bloodhunter, he gets stunned by Empath right there. The auto attack crit comes out, and down goes Bloodhunter, and Rally has to portal key away in the end. Now Swiftblade's going to try to finish off Kongor. Oh, this is risky. At the same time, though, Rally's not going to be killing them himself. He's going to go for the steal here.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Pro Busk looking to make the big plays. Will he get it in time? He gets it! He gets it, and it compels away! Oh, my gosh. That was perfect.
I really think the Legion should have seen that coming by, at least walling up there and like trying to stop it, because Pro Busk did have a lot of life going out, and he shouldn't really have walked back to base with that life when they were doing Kongor. But very well played by Pro Busk there, definitely.
Yep. But I think it was a big mistake actually from Hellborn to do Kongor, because they didn't have an eye, they didn't counter the whole area. Also, they had level 15 on Hag, and getting the last level to get 16 on Hag is kind of a big deal, and I don't know, I think they should just have waited for level 3 ulti on Hag.
But also, as you saw right there, as I said, their Hellborn supports are useless, because Legion, like, they just instantly died. Angie got his field up, which was good, but because of the Shrunken Head and Doctor, the field is obviously useless against Doctor. Both of the Hellborn supports died immediately. Had used her ultimate, then what did she do? Nothing.
Yeah.
And then Swiftblade got kited a lot, which you saw, which is also because of his item choices. Anyway, he got kited a lot, and...
But when he did get auto attacks off, they hurt.
Yes, precisely. He's still being able to do things, but... Hellborn just sadly only has 2 heroes that does a lot in the team fights, which is why Legion has a better lineup when the later the game goes. Which is why Hellborn doesn't want to take, like Sven said, fights around Kongor. So I also agree that it was the wrong choice to go Kongor with, especially when it haven't gotten an eye and can counter one.
Yeah. And once again, Rhapsody, well, initially at least saving the Doctor Repulsor, died eventually, but Staccato stunts are also pretty big there. Brutalizer! Poor Swiftblade. Oh, excuse me there. Poor Swiftblade. Alright. He just loves damage, man. Loves that deeps. And again, he is doing a lot. And if he's able to get the Swift Slashes off, like he did last fight, they will drop pretty quickly, so... I know how you guys feel, but it's what he's done in the end, so.
There's no comment anymore. I don't think he's gonna listen.
Nope.
Please, Ghost, Swiftblade. Ghost.
He's made that clear. But again, as you're kind of getting at too, they're still in a, even with him going this build, they still have a good shot of winning. It's just that with the Shrunken Head.
Yeah, like with the Shrunken, he can do things alone.
Yeah.
Without it, he has to rely everything on his team. Yeah. Everything.
Well, there's the Hellflower now, too, so obviously a big follow-up there. Soul's Bulwark has been picked up on Rally. Outside of that, not a whole lot shining here on either side. But, again, if you're Rexars, though, I guess you're not looking to push. I mean, there's still, all secondary towers are still up here on the side of Reason Gaming, so Rexars.
They really have no rush at all. Like Rexars is going. I'm pretty sure they've already won the game. Like if they play normally, safe, and just take 5v5 team fights, I think they've won the game.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're not in any rush, and Insania knows this. And well, here we go.
Dr. Pulsar jumping in. Blood Under in the meantime. Trucking heads are going off to the left and right. Hemorrhage is applied to Dr. Pulsar. Again, protectability comes through right there at the last second. Rally, though, jumping, and he still has a seismic slam. Swiftblade, Swift Slash is bouncing around, though. They get the one cone of Torture. Rally ends up falling in the meantime. He has a token, of course, going to come right back up. He still has that seismic slam. Can he find the opportunity to use it? Swiftblade chasing. The Brutalizer proc goes off, and Swiftblade just annihilates Wretched Ag right there, and now it's Rally's turn apparently. Yeah, but he gets another Brutalizer proc, and down goes Rally. So Swiftblade, again, if he's able to get up to them, he will just drop them like it's hot right here, and he's showing it off. Quad kill coming out. Blood Under's like, I'm out of here. Not much more you're going to be able to do at this point. Damage done, though, by Rexars. They get the good jump in the end.
Yeah, very well played team fight there from Rexars. Only one mistake that I noticed, like in the beginning of the fight, was the Doctor jumped in, and instead of Hellflowering the Bloodhunter straight away, he himself got ultied. And what was the reason he died later in the fight? He could have like immediately Hellflowered the Bloodhunter. Besides that, not much to say. I guess a pretty good fight for Legion, and as I said, I'm pretty sure the game is over because of the heroes now. And yeah, looking good for Rexars.
It sure is, and so much for those secondary towers still standing. At least the one goes down right there. And yeah, so played another 3,100 gold, so. Codex. All right, that's when you know things are getting comfortable.
Wait,
Codex
did Empath?
on
Oh,
Empath,
man.
yeah.
That's insane, yeah.
Insania's feeling good. 500 damage right there. An assist with burst. I mean, why not? It's, you know, you can argue. I mean, he already has a Lex. They have an Astrolabe. They have an Abyssal Skull. Is there something that's like, oh, he should have obviously gone this item instead? I don't think there is. I mean, sure, Tablet's nice. Sure, a Storm Spirit's not a bad option. But Codex, man. Codex.
Nah,
I mean,
Nullfire on Empath.
I mean, you saw me going Codex yesterday. I mean, 3,000 gold, 400 damage nuke.
Yeah.
No, that was only because I wanted to buy something for the team fight. But I mean, it's not necessarily bad. I guess it's he can use it inside the ultimate, and it's a 400 damage nuke. I mean, he could have bought something worse.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's 400 level 1, right?
Yeah, that's level 1. Yep.
I mean, what else could he have bought here? Tablet, Storm Spirit, maybe could have been a lot better, I would say. But besides, like he can Storm Spirit the guy getting Blanter ultied.
Yeah.
Or even maybe possibly make a big play and do it at the same time as Hag ulties and, well, at least save one hero from the damage. But I guess he feels like I feel that they've already won the game and he just wants to have fun with the last
feeling good, yeah.
the last minutes here.
I mean, again, you look at the overall stats, it's only 1,800 gold lead right now for Rexars. It's 11,000 experience lead, so that's definitely up there. But
I mean, the lead is not big. It's the fact that the heroes is what makes this big, not
Yeah.
the numbers.
that's what I was getting at.
Basically.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's a little more to it than just that, though. So you do see Hag. She has an Arcana, so she's trying, man. She's trying to get the Hellflower at least and be of a little better assistance. Bloodhunter does have 3,900 gold. I mean, is there an item that you could see like, okay, if he gets this, then what, like level 4 Rift Shards? I don't know.
Considering he picked up Abyssal, I'm assuming it's going to be a Savage, so he can man-fight the Swift. I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's going to be a Savage, and I think that would be the best option.
Yeah, I can't really say anything else about that.
All right, well, we'll see. Again, 4,000 gold now he's sitting on. So before the next fight, keep a note on that gold and where it's spent. Speaking of that, 4,500 on Swiftblade. This is after that Brutalizer. I mean, he has a Mystic Vestments, but could easily sell that for a Shrunken Head, just saying.
Or Nullfire.
Or Nullfire. Either one. So we'll see, though, what he comes to. Obviously, the no buybacks. Oh, okay, Raleigh did use the buyback earlier. That's right.
I don't know. I mean, considering the items we've seen here, maybe it's a Doombringer.
Why not? All right, they're going to catch Swiftblade. No, we got the spin off in time. Seismic Sand goes off Empath. He gets inside Swiftblade, though. Swiftblade's still spinning down. Goes right there. In the meantime, Blunderer is in, but he's dropping pretty damn fast. He has to run away. He is currently Hellflowered, finally getting out there. Particular Melody, not really the best one out there. Swiftblade goes down, actually. The Melody was out of range, and now Rhapsody, he's going to end up falling. In the meantime, Pharaoh's also going to get caught. No buybacks are happening right here. Pharaoh's trying to TP. That ain't going to happen either, though. He's going to end up falling. I'm a little surprised. Reason Gaming actually wins that fight, even with the start to it. Going to seem like decent for Rexars.
Rally ulti.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rally
That
ulti
did
basically
damage.
got Swift to no life.
I don't know, it did like 60% of Swift's HP.
So the stun didn't connect, but the seismic slam did.
Also, Empath was not inside of Swift from the start, and Pharaoh was not even in the team fight, and then he jumps in and kills himself after. So if Pharaoh was there from the start, he possibly could have interrupted Rally's ultimate. So it was really just a miscommunication there, I think, with not being the entire team there. Because it did seem like Rexers wanted them to run into them. But yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, you see a little bit right there where we're so focused on Shrunken. What about like a demonic breastplate instead on Swiftblade? I almost want to think that might be a worthwhile item at this. If he's not going to go Shrunken, maybe demonic's the next best route, I guess. That's the way to put it. But
I don't think he should go Demonic because he has pretty high armor and like Hellborn has a lot of mixed damage from magical and physical,
Yeah.
so he shouldn't focus on just getting HP or armor. He should get something in between. What that can be, I don't know. He can honestly go for a Genjuro because he has lifesteal from Abyssal, so
It's
he can just go for
really
damage.
important that they that they coordinate what they're doing. Like Doctor has to stop Bloodhunter from ulting Swiftblade. Swiftblade was ulted that entire fight, and it lasts for 9 seconds, right, at max level? Yeah, 9 seconds. And Swiftblade can't really run around and have fun with Bloodhunter ulting on top of him.
yeah.
Doctor has to silence the Bloodhunter so Swift can do his fun.
Yeah. I would think a symbol could still be very possible here on Swiftblade, even though he has obviously the Ice Sprint modifier, but still having that to just use. And you could even set your modifier to just be lifesteal, I would think, and that would be more than fine.
You might just go Savage Mace to counter the Wingbow from Blood Hunter, I guess.
Symbol would actually be really good because
yeah, I agree.
Hellborn's only means of winning a fight is basically if they can nuke Swiftblade.
Yeah.
And with Rhapsody ulti, now that she has a PK, I don't know for how long she has had it, I don't think for long, but with a PK and him having a symbol, he should not die.
Yeah, she just got that, I think. I didn't notice that on her, at least, earlier. So he did go the Assassin Shroud, though, so it looks like we are going to see the eventual Genjiro coming out here for Swiftblade in the end. Oh, middle lane. There's actually catch right here. Dr. Pulsar's going to end up being predictability in the last second. He barely will save him once again in the background. Pharaoh coming in. It's Blood Hunter. Swift slashes are bouncing left and right. Rally does go down. They get another on Engineer. Blood Hunter. He's holding his ground. He pops the Geometer's Pain right there. He's going to auto attack for auto attack. A fight he is not going to win, especially with Empath inside. He has to run. It's not long enough, though. He ends up going down, and now Torture's left behind. He goes down as well. Another hat trick coming out for Swiftblade. And yeah, they're going to go right to Kongor here. So I didn't even see the very beginning, but Doctor's just, it looks like he almost jumped in and he got caught. But it still worked out very well for Rexars in the end result. And unless Engineer somehow, yeah, there's no way he's going to be able to make a play here. Oh, in fact, he's in trouble now. As Rhapsody catches. There's the Wrath of the Pharaoh, and down goes Engineer. So what looked like to be some life for a recent game and having a good shot of actually being able to pull through themselves, too. But Rexars kind of closes a little bit of the door on that attempt there, and now they're going to push into the base here.
It really disturbs me, the fact that Swiftblade is doing so well with these items. Like, honestly, he could have straight up lost in the game just because of his item choices. It all comes down to the very big plays from his team, especially Rhapsody. Just going to give Red Rexar a shout-out. Like Flynn said earlier, he's an amazing Rhapsody player. And he definitely is the one winning this game with his ultimates throughout. I really didn't see exactly what happened during the team fight, though. I saw Doctor just immediately died, was delayed by Rhapsody's ultimate, of course, for 5 seconds. But
I think Swift Slash's bounces were very good in the sense they dropped Rally very quickly.
Yeah, because Rally did not get his ulti off on Swiftblade. That's really important. Same comes for the team coordination there on Hellborn. They have to go in with the Hellflower on Swiftblade and get the Rally ult off, of course. But now they have Token on Swiftblade. He sold his Abyssal and got a Genjiro, by the way. So I'm hoping the last item as well will be a symbol then, like after the token. Unless you have another item in mind, Flunce?
I just replace boots.
No, I think symbol is the best choice.
Yeah.
When that wears off, but I will say too, Pharaoh's kind of been an unsung hero as well. I mean, the mummy walls are very, very powerful in a lot of cases, and especially against locking a hero like Dumb Blood Hunter. I mean, that last fight was also a big deal for Blood Hunter because, again, he was stuck in those mummy walls for basically the full duration of what is the last 6 seconds. So, taking him in a sense out of the fight too for most of it. So, yeah, things obviously, despite, again, Dr. Repulsor having trouble early on, again, Protective Melody comes through, and then they're able to get that counter initiation kicking in. He does go the Barbed Armor on the Pharaoh, and now even has a Soulsborg himself, so they do go that aspect. Imbo Boy just bought a Slayer. I assume that's just the Slayer so far, yeah.
Yeah.
Finally.
He's going to try for
I think he should have gone for Savage right after Firebrand instead of finishing Geo, because I don't really feel like Geo does a lot.
It's to nullify the Swiftblade slashes.
To help.
I guess it's decent for that purpose, but I think when they have a Hellflower and Bloodhunter silence, since Swiftblade doesn't have a Shrunken, he should be silenced every fight, unless they screw up.
If we turn it around by Swiftblade getting carried by team, it's the same thing should be happening. Like, they should be coordinating their things, and in that case, it doesn't need a Geo. But I'm guessing Imba Boy's mindset is the fact that he needs the Geo to, well, counteract the Swift Slashes.
Yeah.
But if they were to play it correctly, a Savage definitely would have been better. Definitely.
Top lane. Rexar is trying to go
gonna be
tough
tough.
here. There we go. Hemorrhage immediately applied. Chief Stick comes out. Swiftblade being locked down. He does have a token. He gets the Swift Slashes off, though. He's able to bounce around left and right. Regidag's going to fall. In the meantime, in the background, Rowley going on a Rhapsody. Rhapsody's still well alive, though. Void Talisman definitely doing work. Swiftblade, he's back up, reaching in some life, and Rowley's going to have to run away. So that fight not going nearly as planned there, clearly, for Raisin Gaming. When it's all said and done, granted, they're going to push him out, and Pharaoh and Dr. Pulsar are obviously dead, so.
How many buybacks was that?
They used at least one, I think.
Imba Boy.
And
Did
then
Adro buyback?
I don't know if Adro did or not, to be honest. If that was earlier. No, but
Rainbow Boy bought back at least. So
At
it was
least
at least
him,
one
yeah.
buyback, I guess.
so I mean, I guess overall it wasn't too bad for Reason. They didn't get the kill they were looking for, but they do hold and they kill a couple at least. But still proving to be in a very dire situation here as Insania is going to be leveling up the Codex, level 2 now. And he got 6,400 gold.
I guess, like, if it's not a troll item, the only reason I can see is possibly, like, wanting to kill the Blood Hunter before he kills the hero and regens it up.
Yeah.
I can't see a...
See ya.
That died fast.
It's 3 hits. Only one of those were a crit.
I don't know. I really want to know if it was a troll item just having fun, as I said earlier, or if he actually is doing it on...
Yeah. I don't think outside of Parasite you could ever see Codex as a actual serious item, honestly. But
I don't know. It's insane, yeah, after all, you never know.
It can be a good item, but I don't think it's a good item this game.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say the opposing team has a one-core hero, like all in on something that's not that tanky, not a Moon Queen, something else, like a TDL, and you go all in on bursting him, then I can see it being fine. But I don't know.
He needs the Storm Spirit, like I said earlier.
Anything that boosts Swift Blade is good this game.
alright. Take 2.
Alright.
The top lane. Ultis are up all over the place, so oh, you see right here,
Sheep
that's an
Stick, though.
illusion Blood Hunter. They're trying to bait. We'll see if they catch anything. There, oh, Lex Telionis applied. God, you just have a feeling it's going to happen. Yep, they jump and they're trying to go off. The Swift Slashes! They beat out the Swift Slashes. Here's a chance. In comes Rally. The Sidekicks are no protected all. He goes out to the last second, but now Swiftblade has Hemorrhage. He's putting an auto attack, so he drops one. He drops Wretched. No, Wretched blinks at the last second. The Sheepstick on his Swiftblade. Swiftblade is going to fall right here. No token of life to resurrect. Pharaoh goes down. In the meantime, no, he barely lives somehow, but in the background, Empath is going to fall. So with Rally dead, they do hold, though. The melee Rax was killed, however. But hey, I mean, the idea was there, and it worked out with the illusion. And now, actually, the chase on Pharaoh. I think Bloodhunter's got this.
How does Swiftblade not see that it's an illusion after Doctor jumps him and takes 30% of his life by the ultimate?
You're focused, man. You're just so, like, you're bloodlust. It's just like, I want to get a kill, I just got to jump. Clearly that was the case there. So, do they have buybacks? I assume they do. Yeah, Swiftblade, that was 8,000 gold. Jesus Christ. Angry Testy here. Okay, 6,100 gold now after the buyback. And he buys a Savage Mace. Oh, boy. This is interesting. Okay, it's fine. All right, so. Still hope, once again, for Reason Gaming. Doing enough here to at least stay alive in this game. Again, melee racks did fall, though. So, now you have the middle and the top. Being taken care of. So, you guys, the way this game's been going, do you still think there is hope for Reason? Or is this ultimately still just going to roll through for Rexstars?
No, I think they can still make it. I mean, if Swiftblade runs up when they try to push base and he gets sheeped into another stun, the evasion doesn't work when he's sheeped, so he might take a lot of damage if they just go on him during the sheep.
Yeah.
So depending on how aggressive Purple Rexer is when they push base, or it's going to be a Kong fight, that's gonna tell how the game ends, at least. But if they can get another sheep, even Rally or Hag both should get one, in my opinion. I think they might even have this game.
Yeah. I mean, that sheep has definitely proven to be pretty big on Torture so far, as it usually is. 3,400 gold. He's gonna have a Savage Maze. Yep. There we go. Bloodhunter has his own now. His damage output pretty solid himself now. Still has a available buyback, but obviously needs a gold for it at this point. Is it Conqueror third? It would be the third Conqueror, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means good old bananas as well.
Yeah, that'll be a good thing for Dr. Repulsor to have if they are to get it.
I mean, Rally. So, who do you think gets a sheepstick here? It would have to be Rally because of the gold.
Probably,
I don't think Wretched Hag's going to win
Hag's
anytime
not
soon.
farming that fast at all. And then they also have 2 Raxes, which is well, obviously going to lower the farm rate. They only really have the bottom lane with the regular creeps. So it's really hard. But it has to be the Rally, yeah. But if I know Provost right, he's probably going to finish the Demonic Breastplate. But I would like to see him go to Sheepstick, definitely. We'll see what he decides to go for.
Yeah.
Congress should be up in like 2 minutes, right? Or is it 1 minute? I think it's 2 minutes.
I didn't notice when it actually happened, so. Very soon is the ultimate point. So yeah, once that happens, expect to see the mini-map and all those little dots start running over to Congo pick, because that's where we're at in this game. 58 minutes in, that's obviously very, 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 very big point of it. So for now, though, just they're going for a pick, actually. Dr. Repulsor, if he somehow gets jumped here, it doesn't look like it, though. Nope, he's going to be a little too far away, so little Rexar making his great escape and is going to be fine.
We can really see the bromance here on the Swiftblade and Empath. Empath is actually the second highest level in Legion.
Wow.
She's basically been inside of Swiftblade, like dying with him, like 4 deaths, 3 deaths on Swiftblade.
That's true.
Really good bromance right there.
Yeah, they got a good connection going. Middle lane? No. Again, Doctor's just out of range. She's got that level 5 Codex now to assist. Is it level 5 or 4? It's level 4, actually. He's using it to farm.
Wow.
Sniping those creeps. Anything to assist, I guess. So yeah, almost has that maxed out, so that's 700 burst magic damage. I mean, there are the other benefits, obviously. It gives you intelligence, less cooldown, and less mana cost. So.
But a Tablet and Storm Spirit would have been a lot better.
Yeah, that's something too.
Is there any item they're missing on the Legion team here for watching? It's a Sackstone, right? They're missing a Sackstone?
They do not have Saxon or plated, yeah.
That's the only item besides Frostfield they're missing, right?
And Demonic.
Yeah, but...
No. They have souls, but they can get a full Demonic.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's the Conqueror, 2 minutes. Waha.
There you go.
Yeah, well, yeah. I guess the Sackstone is the only item they're missing. I would like Rhapsody to pick it up, I guess. So they have every item they need.
Yeah.
On the Hellborn, and it's...
Jesus.
Wow.
Double
Holy.
damage. You can see 1,300 plus crits popping out.
Oh, no. I don't think
my
Hellborn
God.
is aware of this.
No, they're not. They're not even close to being aware of it. I mean, that's like the classic Conquer killing days. We were Pestilent Soul Stealer lineups.
That was beautiful, though.
Yeah.
Minus armor Conquer.
Yeah.
Died in half a second.
Alrighty then. So now they got a token. They gave it to Doctor, I think. Yeah. Bananas on Pharaoh. Why not?
Yeah, that's definitely the right choices, I would say.
Yeah. And now here we go.
You might even want to give the bananas as well to the Doctor. Like, it depends, but if they're fast mid-team fight, they could possibly swap them over. But we'll see. Because Doctor does way more than Pharaoh after the initial initiation. Like, sure, if Pharaoh can sit there with 2,000 life, but if he doesn't have Hellfire, Mummies, Ulti, Rocket, or anything, then he's not really going to do anything, while Doctor will at least be able to do auto-attack damage.
Yeah. You see, Doctor's is going to be the one on the front lines again. Obviously, again the token, so feeling very good. Any illusions to be had? I mean, obviously it worked earlier. We'll see if they attempt it again. I assume though Rexar is going to be a little more weary of checking out for illusions here, making sure it's the right one and not the wrong one. So Blood Hunter. I mean, he has enough for a buyback too at this point. I mean, with death, it might be very close, but. Insania trying to remind them that they have to worry about their top lane. Kind of some distractions going on here. But yeah, again, they don't need to force this because of the top lane and the middle lane. They can just keep it coming. So eventually, the Hellborn team has to simply react to it. There goes the middle.
It's getting really like they could also just go straight in for the racks, pop Chunkins, and get mega creeps, but. If they have buybacks, of course, and they all do. They all actually
Hellborn is being too passive. Like, they have buyback on almost every single hero. And yet they just allow Doctor to hit the tower without using any spells on him. They can just man up and stun him, and like if Legion chooses to go on them, they will have to dive, and then they can buy back.
Yeah. You just got to do something. I mean, it's one of those cases. It's like it's not the most like yeah, absolutely, this is the most ideal situation, but you're down by a bit. You have 2 sets of racks already taken out. You just got to make a move, or else eventually, just naturally, the creeps are going to eventually win the game at this point. So
they're finally buying their they have a lot of gold pulled up while they're pushing base, which I really don't like. if they're going to be taking a team fight, because it doesn't seem like they want to do what like go for the racks and buyback. It seems like they want to take a fight here and win it. So I don't want to see a Pharaoh with 3,500 life, and you can see the courier on their way here. So if he now finishes his demonic,
Is that a Shrunken for
wait, what?
Rhapsody?
It is.
Wait, what?
I assume it is. There's Codex level 5. That's important.
Oh,
And they have no superior
that is
interrupts.
really good.
They won the game. Nice.
Red Rexar.
GG, well played next.
Let's
They
see
cannot
here.
interrupt him.
No, they can't. This is. Yeah, well, Blood Hunter auto attack, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Get one of those out and maybe
This might-
go for it. Swiftblade
Yeah, they're
charging
gonna go
in.
in.
Blood Hunter's going to be locked down by the Brutalizer. He pops the Geometer's Bane. Now they're looking for the turn chance right here. Swiftblade, he's dropping about half-life. There's the Protectability. And as he said, can't be stopped. But actually, Blood Hunter is going to fall. Swiftblade, he's still barely alive in the background. He's alive enough. And yeah, that should maybe do it. Buyback's actually happening. Swiftblade crit. No, he goes down actually. And now Dr. Postal left alone. He has a token of life. He's out of mana currently. They're just kind of ignoring him on purpose almost. It looks like. Pharaoh in the meantime, he's diving the range racks right here. It's not going to get it killed. But they got them in their action. Dr. Repulse actually just ports out because of them ignoring him.
Pharaoh just completely lost him the team fight. He mummied his teammate, so the Rhapsody ultimate was cancelled.
Oh, well,
That's
there's
what
a way
happened.
to cancel it. There you go.
Yes, he mummied his teammate, so he got pushed, and the ultimate was cancelled.
Oops.
Sorry, didn't mention that.
Yeah.
Didn't mention the self.
So that was a well, yeah, that sucks.
Wait a sec. Okay, yeah, Swiftblade does have a buyback, but yeah, you're right. This is actually proving to be a little closer than I was thinking. All of a sudden, they're
That
gonna
was
push the
very
bottom lane.
unfortunate.
You see at the back, Engineer's just doing his best, but they're going right for the throne. They're going to go right for the throne. This actually is very interesting. Swiftblade has to buy back. He does right there. Dr. Pulse goes in. Here we go with Pharaoh initiation as well. There's the Mimos. This time they're pretty good. Rally and Blood Hunter locked down. Blood Hunter just putting it on with Tex, hoping for the best. It's not going to matter, though. They both fall right there. And in the background, Torture is going to be picked off. And now Wretched Hag. She's just blinking backwards. GG's being called. They know that has to do it. Yep, GG well played. Game 1 officially goes to Rexars. But boy, oh boy, was that a fight. They had to earn that one in the end as far as battling it out, but well, a game of maybe some decisions disagreeing on, but in the end, Rexars is able to pull through. The late game was too strong, proved to be.
Yeah, I think it was way too much of a close game than it should have been, honestly. But it was a good game, good fun to watch. Now I, however, cannot click anything in my game. This is really weird.
And that happened. Yeah, that might have had to do with actually
that
if
was-
you used the monkey, the Kongor. Might
Oh,
have bugged you.
okay.
You might just need to relog.
I'll just reload. I'll roll.
Flensmeister, you have any final thoughts on that game right there?
Well, when I think Helmor lost the game was when they did the con, because first of all, as I said, that they had a level 15 hag, and also fighting against the Pharaoh in that kind of area where it doesn't matter if the Legion has vision or not, the Pharaoh rocket is going to give vision. And what happened that fight was that Swiftblade didn't get silenced, so he got everything off, and that's basically what won them the fight at Kong. And that one fight made them stick into the game.
So not punishing him for not going the Shrunken Head was a crucial, unfortunate side to recent gaming, as that proved to not backfire in the end, of course, for Rexars. But